welcome back. Nice to see you here. Welcome back. I'm sure you guys have heard of main character energy, main character syndrome. I didn't know we were in a movie, but apparently we are, and apparently they're the main character. You and I are just NPCs, dog. I do find this trend to be very funny and very ironic, especially because some of the things I've been seeing don't actually scream main character all that much. I hope this girl knows that she's the main character. She deserves to be the main character because she's in a library, because side characters don't have library cards. If this is main character energy, let's be real, that's a pretty shitty movie. I don't know why people say main character energy for drinking a vanilla latte. Are you kidding me? That's part of people's daily routine. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into main character syndrome. What is it? Who are these people who claim to be the main characters? Do they deserve to be the protagonist, or are they just narcissists? My name's Toby, and I'm the one who's gonna decide because I'm the main character. A lot of people in the comedy space, myself included, cite this natural narcissism that they've always kind of had, ever since they were a kid. They wanted to be in entertainment, or that they liked attention. Most comedians are able to recognize that and riff off of it. But within this main character trend, I'm not sure if that same amount of healthy self-deprecation's there. And you know what? I won't stand for it.
Hey, babe. Okay, so
I think I've seen stuff kind of like this. My guess is that this person conducting the interview is an OnlyFans model, and they do these public interviews with guys who seem like the type of guy who would subscribe to their page.
rock, paper, scissors, shoe, and if you win, you get to kiss me.
Imagine just being at the store and getting profiled as an incel by one of these creators. Like,
Are you ready?
No, I'm good. I gotta go.
You're good?
Yeah.
even if he is an incel, it doesn't take too much self-awareness to recognize when you're the butt of the joke. Is she a singer? Okay, maybe so. She's a performer. I don't know what her thing is. What's this? Music artist and media star. If it were to promote her OnlyFans, I would actually understand that a little bit more. But this was actually to promote her music, apparently. So we got this pilot who went to his car, grabbed an axe, and then just started going crazy on this little gate thing. This isn't even main character vibes. This is just a guy on a bad day. Frankly, I'm glad that he took it out in the parking lot rather than in the cockpit. You see where I'm going with this? All right. People romanticize a lot of cities. Maybe going to France was really symbolic for her, and that's why she's filming herself crying. Personally, when I saw the Eiffel Tower, it was kind of just like, cool. It just didn't do it for me. It didn't scratch the itch. Here we got another TikTok prankster. Just listen to what he says.
Man, gang man, Wendy man.
Bro, it's the juxtaposition of those two clips, dog. He really got out the aquarium. He was like, gang shit, man, Wendy. The next clip is bro's filming him getting into the cop car. He's like, bro. You were just saying gang shit. That's what happens when you do some gang shit. Gang shit, Wendy shit, man. Wendy shit, gang shit, bro. Is he a Wendy's employee? Did he go there before work, after work, during his shift, during his lunch break? Gang shit, Wendy's shit, man. Maybe he's the employee of another franchise looking to slander Wendy's name. Gang shit, McDonald's shit, man. Gang shit, Carl's Jr. No, we know Carl's Jr. is committing crime, bro. We know. If there's one franchise who's like deep in the mob, it's Carl's Jr. Or like Jack in the Box. I feel like Jack in the Box's whole thing is just a front. Every Jack in the Box everywhere is just a big old laundromat for money laundering. Get it? Laundry. Thought it was funny. Oh well. Gang shit, Wendy. Next video, some more aquarium content. I've got an influencer in the aquarium. Is she touching like the rays of sunlight or just stroking the glass? Bro, imagine you just added the sound effect to that. It's like, and all right, this is a personal gripe. People used to like hosting their birthday parties at these ice rinks. Growing up, I was always the kid on the edge with his hand against the glass pane, just trying to, skirt along. I'll be watching from the wall, like, hey, we get it. We get it. You're good at this. It seemed like everybody's birthday, I was learning how to ice skate again. Trouble is, I have very wide feet. I've got flat feet. And the skates, they're always narrow. My feet would always end up hurting. I'd be sitting with the moms drinking hot chocolate. All right, here we go. I'm a practical guy, but I'm a guy. I can't for the life of me wrap my brain around why anybody would wear shoes that are so uncomfortable to graduation. I hear wedges. Wedges are easier to walk in than heels, right? This one's so skinny. Look at the skinny heel. And you've got grass. You're walking on grass. That's a recipe for disaster. It's uneven. Look at this. No. She's walking on toothpicks. She's walking on chopsticks. As a graduate, you have one job. Walk across the stage, collect your diploma, and sit back down. That's all you got to do. So why would you put on attire that actively sabotages your one goal? You have one job, dog. If you fall at graduation, you failed in college. I don't care what degree you got. You failed. And if it's an accident, it's an accident. But frankly, you walking around in your toothpick stilettos, your red bottom chopstick steppers, everybody knows this. Everybody. You go to a graduation and you're like, I think that's the person who's gonna fall. And you place your bets, and that's really the only thing kind of getting you through, because you cheer for the one person or maybe two people that you went to graduation for. And then the rest of the kids, you're just kind of like, all right, are they gonna fall? Like, what are they gonna do? If you've practiced and you're confident in your stride, by all means, you could walk across that stage on icicles. I don't care. Maybe that's where the main character component comes in, because there are some people who are so desperate to be that center of attention that they'll mess up, and then they'll be like, oh my God, well, of course it was me. If somebody was gonna trip on their gown and stumble down 2 flights of stairs, it was gonna be me. The second group of these main characters, these protagonists. Here's this guy. She comes over to him. He's like, hey man, could you put on your shirt? Eventually she leaves the space. She's done with her workout. And then he just takes his shirt right back off. And his advice is, don't ever feel bad for how others feel, because you worked hard to have what they want. Shut up. It'd be one thing if this guy was shredded. You're doing okay at best, buddy boy. All right, so he's in good shape. But that mentality is just so stupid. And I feel like it feeds into this larger trope. A lot of people have been going to the gym and taking care of themselves, and that's a great thing. However, there is a negative side effect of that, where people think that by virtue of being fit, that they are better than other people. I think the best example is car guys. A car guy can show his car to another car guy, and the other car guy will be like, wow, man, I love the engines that you put on your car. But for everybody else on the road, everyone in the parking lot of ShopRite who has to listen to your vintage BMW start up like a fucking lawnmower, those guys will pull up to the drive-thru. The employee's like, your total will be $1738. No, you like that? The 738 engine. Installed it myself. I don't care. Just because you work hard for something doesn't mean that people have to care. You know how many videos I've made in my lifetime, dog? You know how many videos I've uploaded to this YouTube channel? Don't ever make people feel bad because you worked hard for what they want. I don't care. Feast your eyes, mere mortals. I've descended from the heavens, half human, half Dorito. The world is my runway. It's her runway. That's right, not yours. You thought it was your runway? You're wrong. It's her runway. And she's just walking toward the camera. And because she's filming herself, other people are kind of looking like, what's going on? Watching this video is when I realized that main character syndrome is actually just unisex red pill. Take the red pill, open your mind, see things for what they are, stop being a sheep. And in this case of this whole main character syndrome thing, they've got these people thinking I'm the protagonist and everyone else is not a person. I shouldn't care what they have to say because they barely even exist. They just spawn whenever I see them. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. But it's also just so interesting of the examples that she got of like being different. She's wearing those glasses that were kind of popularized on TikTok. And her fits, I mean, I don't know much about fashion, but I've seen a number of people wear boots nowadays. She's got a phone that she's taking the selfie with, and then another one that somebody's filming her with. She's so dedicated to cultivating this persona of originality. In reality, we all recognize that this stuff is horse shit, right? Do we recognize that? You make people's heads turn, but we'll never know. Well, obviously, okay, when that guy turns around, you'll notice that he's not even looking at her, but rather her camera person. It's funny how my camera captured this and about how many times this might have happened to us. and we would just never know. Your camera's not capturing anything. Your camera is causing this. I'm very invested in the content creator space. And so when I see other creatives out in the wild making stuff, I'm like, oh, what camera are they shooting on? What lens are they using? And I have all these questions, and I'm sure that other people are just generally curious. Your camera is causing this. Imagine watching a movie where the main character sat all day in their room on their phone. It would suck, right? Go do some main character shit with your life. And yet the video is just a foreign city. I'm sorry, but urban photography doesn't make you the main character. Neither does going to the library.
Okay, no, but this is your sign to go to the farmer's market if you're a single girly. So
this is your sign to go to the farmer's market if you want real love.
I went to the farmer's market this morning alone, and I put on like my cutest little outfit, and I was just having like main girl energy. And there was this really beautiful man cutting up pineapple.
It's cute. She takes herself on a little girly date, you know, a self date, and I'm all for those.
And I just literally, I kid you not, I just stood there and stared. And he was like, so are you gonna like just stare at me all day? I was like, yeah. He's like, it works for me. Like, keep going. I was like, okay.
It's a little weird, but okay.
Then I was like, I need to buy some pineapple. So I bought the pineapple, and we like flirted it up a little bit. And he was like, Mom, like, did you charge her extra? Like, all pretty girls like have to be charged double. And I was like, that doesn't seem fair.
My man. Bro's giving out cornball riz. I know it's corny because that's something I would, what, you want the pretty girl discount?
Okay. So then like we kind of flirted, I got his name, and then I just walked away like mysteriously and kept like going around to all of the little food stands. And then he yells, Lindsay! And I was like, not like that, but like he yelled Lindsay. And
he yells out across the farmer's market, Lindsay! And I turn because my name is Lindsay. And he looks at me with those gorgeous pineapple boy tropical eyes, and he says, I seem to have lost my phone number. Can I have yours? I just find it very, very interesting how mediocre riz is just boosted based on context. You see what I'm saying? At a bar, it'll be ew, dirty, busy, girls' night. At the bar, he's striking out, but post-gym, it's a meet cute. If you met on an app, you know that you're fighting stigma after assumption after whatever, as she's just trying to discern whether or not you're like a Jeffrey Dahmer type. Meanwhile, if you take your cornball riz to a farmer's market, a flea market, like a thrift store, coffee shop, Dog, at that point, you're Ronaldo in the Saudi league. You're Neymar in the Saudi league. You're Lionel Messi in the MLS. You see what I'm going? She thinks she's Emily in Paris, and meanwhile, she just paid $15 for your cup of tropical fruit, so. If my son did that, he's walking home. Your whole family showed up. Your grandfather's here. Your grandmother flew all the way out from Kentucky to see you walk across that stage, and you rip off your gown to show off your gains. But first, you're 17 years old, maybe 18. I don't even know. Dude, like, put it away. Nobody wants to see that. Put it away. Flexing at my graduation. Dude, I swear, no, if my son does this, I'm disowning him. Because he goes up there with his Superman bodybuilding poses. The next person should have just gone up there and gone like, grrr.
People are just walking in front of it like we're not recording.
It happens. People are people. None of it's intentional. Never attribute to malice what can be attributed to incompetence. It's far more likely that they're all in their own worlds, doing their own thing. They're not paying attention to the world around them. And we all do it every day, whether you're driving, walking down the street. All of our lives are just as complex as everybody else's. Everything you have going on, they have going on. Nobody knows what everybody else is going through. We also need to be a little more self-aware and aware of the world around us.
That was deep.
You gotta look deep to find the deep things. If all you ever do in your life is stay at the surface, you'll never find anything worth exploring.
Are you real?
I try to be.
What if this act of being the main character is actually the thing that's keeping you at a surface level exploration of life? Every protagonist in every good movie is somebody who goes through something. There's conflict. And I think we ought to lean more into that.
Don't you give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you.
If you like this video, then like this video. Comment something below. Make it real tantalizing for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.